Turn off your vehicle's ignition. Set the parking brake. Pull the hood release handle and open the hood. This will allow you to see the radiator cap as well as the coolant reservoir. In order to perform a coolant flush on your vehicle, you will need to lift your vehicle to have full access. Lift the front of your vehicle. Place the vehicle on the jack stands. We strongly suggest watching our video on how to jack your Toyota Camry safely before carrying out this step. When completely bleeding your cooling system, we advise you to do it when the engine is cold. Get a fluid collection container to collect the coolant that will flow out. To facilitate the flow of liquid while draining, open the radiator cap. On this vehicle, the radiator is equipped with a bleed screw, which you access from the underside of the vehicle on the driver's side. Connect a plastic tube to the bleed port to collect the coolant directly in the collection container. You can then unscrew the bleed screw to let the coolant flow. Open the coolant reservoir cap. Using a ratchet, an extender, and a 10mm socket, unscrew the two coolant reservoir retaining bolts. Then remove the reservoir. When completely bleeding the coolant, we advise you to completely empty the coolant from the reservoir. Also, clean it with demineralized water so as to clean the impurities remaining in the reservoir. Once cleaned, put it back in place. Close the cap. Before adding coolant, we advise you to completely clean the coolant circuit by filling the circuit with demineralized water through the radiator cap. Once the circuit is full, close the radiator cap. Hey, it's Alex from CarParts.com. If you enjoyed this video and want to support us, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, back to work. Start your vehicle. Make sure the air conditioning is turned off. Then turn the ventilation and heating to maximum in order to circulate the liquid in the heating core. You can maintain the acceleration around 2,000 RPM to accelerate the engine warm-up. Once the engine is at operating temperature, with the engine temperature rising, the thermostat should open. Check that the hose coming out of the thermostat is hot. This means that the thermostat is in the open position and the liquid is circulating through the engine. Also, check that the heater core supply hoses are hot and that hot air is coming out of the ventilation. This means that the liquid is circulating freely through the heating circuit. You can then turn off the ignition and wait about 10 minutes for the engine temperature to cool down. Once the engine is cold, open the radiator cap and repeat the bleeding operation. Once the demineralized water has been bled, close the bleed screw. Remove the plastic tube. And fill the circuit with coolant. Also, fill the coolant reservoir to the minimum level. Squeeze the coolant hoses several times to help expel air bubbles from the cooling system. Close the cap. Start your vehicle. Make sure the air conditioning is turned off. Then turn the ventilation and heating to maximum in order to circulate the liquid in the heating core. Once the engine is at operating temperature, check the opening of the thermostat by making sure the hose coming out of the thermostat is hot. This means that the thermostat is in the open position and the liquid is circulating through the engine. Also check that the heater core supply hoses are hot and that hot air is coming out of the ventilation. This means that the liquid is circulating freely through the heating circuit and air bubbles are not obstructing the circulation. Turn off your vehicle's ignition. Also fill the coolant reservoir to the maximum level. We advise you to check the general condition of the cooling hoses to make sure that there are no cracks or leaks. During the first few miles of driving, pay special attention to your coolant level, which may have to be readjusted if necessary. Also, check regularly for leaks on the ground. Operation complete.